Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's Christelle Martinette with another reading for the month of April. Now, before I tell you how I'm going to go about things, let me just put in a plug for different services because I've had people come over again and again and again, and first-time readers go into a series of patterns. Every 2 weeks they come back for a reading, or every 3 weeks, and it would be wise to come in for a free consultation and talk about the different things that would be best for you, depending on your issues. A lot recently have come to me for past life regression, and a fair amount for hypnotherapy because of certain different issues they've had. But then we saw together that it would be best to either just go to a card reading or just go to soul therapy. And in most cases, however, we did go through past life regression. Now, I would consider all of the different services because sometimes it's just not a card reading. What you'll find is that you see patterns in your life. The same things keep happening over and over again. People come to me and say, I just can't find I just can't keep love in my life, or even no matter how I try. And others keep telling me there's illness there. It recurs often, and or my dreams, I've had nightmares over and over and over again. So every issue is different. But then most of the times, a lot of the times, just a card reading will do. So now, what are we going to do this month? This month I have here my tools, as always, but I'm thinking of doing it this way, and it will be different. It will be tailor-made for every sign, I think. So I have here my picture postcards, the fine arts picture postcards, then my silver witchcraft tarot, and then my Vila cards. And of course I'll have on hand the Neapolitan cards should I need them, and crown the reading this time with my antler runes. You know that antlers fall off, and there was a wonderful woman who crafts these. They're beautiful and they're very easy to see. So on to the next. Happy birthday, Aries. On to our readings for April. Hello, Cancer, it's Christelle Martinette, and now it's your turn for the month of April. Let's see what's coming up for Cancer for the month of April. It's coming up for Cancer for the month of April. It's a lovely time of day here that you could see the sun coming in through the light, beautiful, through the window. It is about 2:30 in the afternoon here in Rome, and we get this sunlight. I get this sunlight in this window. Let's see what's coming up for you, Cancer. I get the impression from what I'm seeing here that first I'll spread, put out the 3 spreads, and then I'll start reading. But what I'm seeing is that there's a lot of thinking, very personal. It's very personal, Cancer. Very personal, home relationships, very personal. And you're thinking and hoping and fearful at the same time, but then ready to make a move elsewhere. It's a very strange stance, because I get the impression that you're in a good place, fairly good place. You would like to move forward with a situation that has not gelled yet, but at the same time you're fearful it won't go forward, but you're ready. Let me take the Silver Witchcraft Tarot and see what that adds. But I'll show you those cards. I'll show you those picture postcards. Yeah. Um, I do see the heaviness, the burden, the fear, and the readiness to fight for something that you want, readiness to change, but you're in a very movable situation in the month of April. I get the impression that there is you will be safe. I get that message. You will be safe. No matter what happens the month of April, you're going to come out smelling like a rose, Cancer. You're going to make it through because you're ready. You have your un piede su due staffe or something like that. In Italian, you have one foot here and one foot there, so you're ready to go, like a horse race, and a thoroughbred. You're ready to move forward. You know. And let me take the Vila and I'll show you then the cards. I can see, it seems as if you and another person, you're ready to move because you have someone you want to move toward. It seems that there's someone that you've considered in the back of your mind for a while. You have a primary love. There's no doubt about that. That has probably been a person in your life for a very, very long time. They will never leave your mind. You will always have a special place for them. But there's sort of an outsider that has come in, and you would acquiesce, you would, if you saw the main protagonist leave. All right. Now let me show you the cards, the picture postcards here. This is At the Piano, 1887, Theodore Robinson. This is This is Flaming June, Sir Frederick Leighton, 1895. It's an announcement. It's an announcement of what's coming up, the dreamy nature. This is by the fence, and the interesting part of this is it's difficult to know whether you're looking in or looking out. And of course, this is famous. We know this, The Scream by Edvard Munch. 1893, probably around the turn of the century, 1900. The original title was The Scream of Nature. And this has been coming up for 3 different readings. It came up, actually. The Turning Road by André Derault, 1906. It's an avant-garde from the Fauvist school. Now, what I'm seeing here is that you have a situation where in your mind, in your home, in your life, in your really mind's eye, there's a situation that will never leave you. There's a person who has spent so many years with you. There's a person who is part of your life. And that forms part of a dreamlike world of yours where you know that you cannot control it. You've learned that lesson, and you're not there to control them. You're there to just watch, to see the development. Because we are human beings, there is fear there that that person will leave. That person will never be part of your life again. You're thinking, the greatest fear is that they will, a knight in shining white armor will take them away, vice versa, male, female, and they will remove themselves from your life. That is your fear. But this is the key, the turning road. This is the announcement of something changing because you have prepared for a change. And what I'm seeing here, let me show you this. I have 3, 2, 1 tarot, and I have the 9 of Swords, the 7 of Wands, and the 2 of Pentacles. You are ready for a change. Should the worst case scenario present itself, then you will be ready for a change. Beautiful, right in the focus, right in the center of this entire spread is judgment, and the stars. they're announcing that this will happen, actually. You do well. You would do well to prepare because this is what's going to happen. And lo and behold, ta-da, Four of Pentacles. You will, like the phoenix, you will be arising from your ashes. And this is the way that you have to intend it. This is the way that you have to take it. Not that worst case scenario, the Nine of Swords. This is the way it will give me the opportunity to arise from my ashes. Now, quite interestingly, we get a little bit of the details. The Vila cards are so great for that. I've got 333. The first three cards give us this picture, and it gives us the sacerdote, the priest, the amatrice, the female lover, and militare, the serviceman. What this tells us is that you are no longer with the love of your life, the person who was in your life for so many years. You are keeping your feelings under wraps for that person. Cancer, every time now and then my camera shuts off. You are keeping your feelings under wraps in relation to that person. You don't want them to know that what you're feeling, okay? It's very personal to you. But the next three are quite interesting because there's a lot of tension here. This is the nemica, nemico, the female and the male enemy. This female is looking away. He is looking at her. Now, it's a sort of tension, I like to use the word a double blind, or double bond, or double entendre. There's a tension that's not spoken, and where you are strategizing, hoping that there will be someone in your life, and you're working on that slowly, very under the surface. And you feel more than anything, you don't know, but you feel that the other woman, that the main person in your life also has another person, or will be having another person. And your idea is that perhaps they will both begin together, and that you can both rejoice in, okay, this is the beginning of a new life for us. Very, very interesting, very beautiful. It's a very beautiful thought. It's a very, Scorpio, Cancer, I see you as being very in tune with what is going on with you, in tune with your feelings, and in tune with your weak points and your strengths. The last three cards are the Vecchia Signora, Vedovo, the old lady who speaks to positive change, the widower, could be a widow, and the Belvedere, looking out to positive things coming in. The timing is difficult because the monocle is switched around, so we don't know if it's coming in soon or it's coming in later. And what is telling us that there will be positive change, and in order for positive change to come about, this has to occur. The end of that relationship has to occur, near or far, be it as it may, be it as that may. It doesn't matter, but there will be a change. The cards are telling you there will be a change. Cancer, I had to shut off the camera because out of the corner of my eye, in front of me, I saw a candle that there was a little fire starting with a piece of paper nearby, so I had to shut off the camera right away and then shut that off. But now I have the runes, and let's see what they say to crown the reading. All right, let me start from left to right as I started. Over Edvard Munch, the Scream, I have Thurisats, and it's very, very appropriate. Thurisats is one of those runes that saves no one in its realm. It comes down very strong. It is the underlying fear of having to close a door and opening another. It is greater than the possibility you feel. It's greater than your possibility of, facing it like a gentleman or a gentlewoman. It's difficult for you, but inevitably there will be the change. Now, there's so much energy and so much speech, talking around the Judgment card and the stars. Let me show you the runes first. Fehu, abundance. Perdro, insight. Sohilo, the sun, success. Urus, Merstave. No, Urus, Brightstave. Necessarily having to go through these. Gifu, the exchange. And this is telling you that the change will come about when your partner not announces but lets you know that they are with another person. Now we can safely separate. It's a very intelligent, interesting game that you're playing with another person. Not a game, but a development of some sort. Manat's right in the middle of the focus, right in the middle of the entire spread. There will ultimately be joy for both of you. And the stars do bring Wunyo Merkstave. Initially, there is that sense of somebody giving you a punch in your gut, but ultimately there will be happiness. And Isa is over the Judgment card. Now, Isa stands to tell you that, look, Cancer, you would do well to entertain another relationship, get to know another person, see their weak points, their strengths, see if you can live with that, see if they would be able to be a good partner for you. This is telling you to work on that. And ultimately, I have, over the Namiko specifically, the male or who has the male role in the relationship, Aljit's Merkstave. Now, this is telling you that there's no net here. You have to risk. There is no net. April, May. This is this has been going on for a while. You don't have any protection. You'll feel sad, and that's a guarantee. You'll come out of it. That too is a guarantee. The runes are telling you, and the spreads are telling you. You will be starting a entirely new life for yourself with another person, and that's a guarantee. And you will never lose sight of that important person in your life. There's always going to be a contact with them because you've been intelligent enough to maintain the communication in some way. I hope, Cancer, this was of help to you and for the month of April. And until we read again together again, namaste, Cancer friends.